I totally hear you. Get out. Go fly someplace else. Fly. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. How's it? Aloha everyone, it's Saturday, April 25th. And let's just put this on, okay? Yeah, that's nice over there. Recharge those batteries. Okay. Okay, let me adjust this. Okay, let's get there. We have audio. Yes. Audio. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. It's Saturday. We don't have the paper newspaper, but we have the electronic newspaper because I put it in the previous. Because this is take 2. I had the whole thing with the microphone not plugged in. It was too long and it was crazy, so every once in a while I take 2. But I usually don't do take 2s. Take 1 and done. That's my motto. Take 1 and done. It doesn't always work out though. Do sometime. Not take 151 like Kubrick. Yes, we don't do Kubrick standards with this. Anyways, it is Saturday. And I can redeem myself and make this a little bit shorter than the other one. So much was going on. Too long to explain. Anyways, a little vlog, a little news. Okay, the nighttime birdies are trying to make a comeback in robbery. Yeah, they're trying to rob little spaces outside my room to make their nests. Once they're situated, they're there for the season. So I try to scare them away innocuously because they are a protected species. You know, to try to get them to roost in the neighbor's yard. So far, it's a 90% working, but it's going back to 80% working. Let's see how that works. Okay, there's that. And on my temperatures and stuff, I was looking at my notes. That's all I write down. I write down my blood pressure and temperature because I'm keeping a sharp eagle eye on that because I don't have a primary care appointment until September. I had one in August, but the PCP I was going to meet for the first time died. That was kind of a creepy. I never met the person, so God bless you. So, but there's another one, but it's not until September. So that's like a long time. But then there's other doctors that I get to go. Anyways, it's only been about a week and a half, almost. Maybe almost 2 weeks since the last time. Anyways, enough about me and that. But I gotta watch it because if the temperature starts going up and it stays, like I have to go to my only recourse right now is the ER, and then they take blood tests and I'm there for days. Hooked up and so it's got to be a different way. So that's where that is. Now, regular news. Okay, the war in Iran is still working. The government shutdown is still on, the longest ever. It's like over 50 days. War in Iran's like over 8 weeks now, and it was 8 weeks going on. And there's, I don't know, they're trying to emergency bill or whatever they call those whatever they call them. They call them something in Congress. They pay too much attention to what the hell they're doing because they're not doing a very good job. They're just butting up. They have the shutdown is still going on. Courts have labeled the tariffs illegal, the sweeping tariffs of whatever he called it, Independence Day or Liberation Day. I will tariff all the countries in the world. That should be approved by Congress the federal court said, hey, that's illegal. You got to pay back the tariffs. So slow moving machinery of government slowly going to what it should be doing. But by then, $175 billion of tariff money has to be paid back. Now, it's paid back through a portal that doesn't work too well at all. And 65,000 companies are vying to get their $175 billion back. Now, say they get like a lot of billions back. It still doesn't go back to the consumer that paid the higher prices for all that. You and me, who are voters, because it's coming up in November, the midterm elections, and they're all trying to look good for the midterm elections. Even though it's not good, they're trying to look good. The skyrocket gasoline prices are going to stay stuck up there. Even if they resolve the Iranian war, economists have already been saying the gas prices are going to stay stuck up there. Much like the COVID thing happened, and everyone jacked up prices because it's like price gouging. Well, it is price gouging, not like it is price gouging. So they jack up the prices saying supply chain economics, because of the COVID lockdown. And COVID's over with and the prices are still up there. Biden was trying to do something about that. This administration, they're just, they're trying to do favors for companies. It's like, hey, I did you a favor, you do me a favor. Quid pro quo, very, mobster style. And he's trying to do that with countries too. So anyways, he's in Iran now that he's got Venezuelan oil control. He wants Iran control oil. I gotta be careful. It's Iran, not Iraq, because its parallels are uncanny. The Strait of Hormuz, which never was thought of as a choke point for the supply of the world, 20%. That's a big chunk of oil. Some countries don't even have oil. U.S. has high prices. Some countries don't even have oil. What the hell? And they're trying to make this all look good before the midterm elections. So one way they're going to try to do that is perhaps force the interest rates to go down. Now, this is done usually, because this is all unusual areas now. The Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank. Now, the National Federal Reserve Bank has a board and a chair, and the chair is Jerome Powell. And they already got him on the hot seat of investigation. Then they took away the investigation because pressure from a Republican senator, because there's a new nomination. So Jerome Powell, in being what he's supposed to do with the board, the Fed, like to keep the interest rates where the economy is not going to go wacky, like inflation and stagflation and hyperinflation. And they do that by regulating they regulate the interest rates based on inflation rate and job employment rate. So employment rate, those right now are not hot. They are not good. So they shouldn't, normal shouldn't do the lower interest rates. But if the interest rate was lowered, everyone would be like, yippee! And the administration would look good. You only lower the interest rate when things are going good. That's when the interest rate's lowered. Not when it's sketchy and not good. Keep the interest rate because it stabilizes the economy. So they're going to lower the interest rate at the risk of freaking things like recession, inflation, stagflation. They'll just do it to look good for the midterm elections, and that's what I think is happening. So they're putting pressure on Jerome Powell because he's about to retire at the end of the year, Captain. But he's going to hold steady with the interest rate. But they want to pressure him with this weaponized DOJ to get him to go. So lower it. But the new guy they're going to nominate, they nominated him. Now he has to be confirmed. So they're going to confirm this guy, and then he's going to lower the interest rates on Trump's whim. He says he's going to be independent and he's not going to do that. But they haven't confirmed him yet, and they're not going to get to the confirmation until they get rid of this Jerome Powell, current chair, Fed chair. The current investigation's got to go Otherwise, they're not going to go along with nominations. So that's what's going on there. And they took the investigation off of Jerome Powell, and then they put it back on, I think. So they're trying to pressure him to lower the interest rates. So they look good in the midterm elections. And there's other things that don't look good, but they want to say they look good or try to appease what was the tariffs? Everyone was supposed to get a check. Now, like, the companies are getting checks, but so he's going for those lobbyist special interest groups rather than the American. And as far as approval rating, approve of Trump's economy, the lowest approval rating ever. As far as disapproval, the highest disapproval of his economy ever in the history of all U.S. presidents. So 250, the whole 250 years.
I see you.
This is the lowest economic rated president ever in history. And he campaigned on improving the economy and making gas prices so not looking good. And in Iran with the war, they're doing ceasefires and peace talks, but it's kind of getting connected to the Israel-Lebanon war. They're having a ceasefire too, but the Iran ceasefire, they're not really showing up to the ceasefire because it's not Trump or it's JD Vance is going to go, then he canceled, and then the Iranian guy canceled, and then they redoing it, peace talk number 2. They can't even get into the same room. So they're button heads, and it's going to be like that for a while. It's the forever war that he said he would never do. Forever. Billions of dollars a day when you could have done so many other things for the people in America with the billions. We're, bombing Iranians and civilians.
Are you sick?
Are you sick? Will you stop it? Okay. Now that this is going. Hawaii news. Yeah, in Hawaii. Ah, yes, our lieutenant governor is corrupt as hell. I mean, allegedly. So she has a target of investigation letter sent to her. The probe was taking a toll, so the governor actually asked her to sort of step aside. So she's going to step aside without pay, but she's still sort of in the position, so they don't have a sort of replacement lieutenant governor. It's like, but she's not in the key meetings. I'm sorry, you can't attend the meetings. There it is. Iran foreign minister arrives in talk with Pakistan, so they're going to try again. Oh, come on. Where's JD? Is he going there? I guess he's on the plane. Air Force 2. Air Force 2, not doo-doo. Let's go for... what's in sports? There's the NFL draft pick stuff. There's... Oh, yes, the volleyball. UH volleyball. They're winning, I guess. Well, they won over San Diego, which they lost before, so then they had this contest thing, Big West title, so they win. Rare regular season loss. Then they won back, and now they're on their way in the Big West title match, which is what's currently going on. Yay! Is there more? Terrible. How about back in the day? When you want to relax, 1979, you just go out there and plant the flag. This is Kukailimoku villagers. Kukailimoku is the god of war for ancient Hawaii. We put up a Hawaiian flag. We're Kukailimoku villagers. They're just in Kona, which is in the Big Island. So the landowners and the Hilton developed 20 acres, and they're like, we're gonna live here with 10. So this is like kind of for 79. This is like early starts of the sovereignty movement, takeover by the homeless movement. And the Department of Justice drops criminal investigations into the net. Jerome Powell, wipe on, wipe off. Are we weaponizing the DOJ? Of course we are. Firing squads approved for death penalty because they want to make that a little bit more intimidating. We'll put them in, we'll take away your citizenship and the death penalty in front of the firings. They're just weaponizing the, they're trying to make it, they're gonna, anyways, a big giant tornado hit Oklahoma. Thank God we don't have tornadoes. Oh gosh. Oh man, and what is Pakistan? Yeah, they're stable. Pakistan and in India, that's a stable place for a peace. Yeah, and oh, we need to go. Oh, how about here? Oh, is that a political cartoon? Trump's cabinet, Trump's liquor cabinet, Patel and Hedgeseth. Yeah, they're just incompetent. No wonder they're drinking, because they don't know what they're doing. It's like stress, I don't know what Trump's cabinet. They're all like,
oh, everything you do is wonderful, Trump. You're the best president ever. I'm so honored.
oh gosh, okay, go ahead.
Shots to Brexit silent with objection. Democrats' allegiance by allied Americans. Restaurants serve up billion with this let us mention.
To do this one, oh gosh, I already read this last time, take one.
Dems' allegiance might not lie with Americans.
The Democratic Party's loyalty is in question. Some members show more loyalty to other countries such as Somalia, Iran, Venezuela, and China. We've witnessed Democrats encourage the obstruction of law enforcement to protect migrant criminals from deportation. Democrats have also taken action to thwart the investigations into fraudulent government overspending. They've compromised our country's security, the southern border, and weakened the Department of Homeland Security. They've become unsure if the first duty of the American government is to protect the American citizens, and have refused to acknowledge victims of criminals living in the U.S. illegally. Democrats blatantly disrespect the president. They oppose his authority and proudly strive to obstruct operations in an attempt to ensure the failure of this administration. Their oppositional agenda has made them to be untrustworthy allies. It would be foolish to involve the Democrats in classified government operations when they're bent on obstruction and failure. Guy Morgan, Moana Lua. Oh, thank you, Guy. Thank you, Guy, for sending in your letter and making it public domain. No. What the heck? This is 100% MAGA talking points. The failure of the Biden administration. Okay, well, they compromised the country's security at the southern border and weakened the Department of Homeland Security. They're against ICE being a goon squad knocking door to door going, you're not a citizen, you're deported. It's called a habeas corpus. It's in the Constitution. They're against that. We witnessed encouraged obstruction of law enforcement. They're trying to block ICE by having them not have monies. But now they're trying to get around that now. Democrats have also taken action to thwart investigation into fraudulent government overspending. They're talking about the Fed chair. Oh, he fraudulently $2 billion. It's weaponized in the DOJ. These are frivolous lawsuits. There's no proof on them. Democrat parties in question. Some members show more loyalty to other countries. Their loyalty, they're just trying to say what the current administration is doing is not, they don't agree with it, and they're against what he's doing. A lot of things that he's doing, like these executive orders, are constitutionally unconstitutional, basically illegal. And the federal courts and judges are in agreement with that. The oppositional agenda made them untrustworthy allies. Oh, they shouldn't be involved in classified government operations like Pete Hedgeseth, including the press on what the military's about to do. We're about to send troops right here, and they're in a group chat. Insecurity agreed by the press on them. Or Trump in Mar-a-Lago with his he steals classified documents from the White House. A ton of them. Not just 1 or 2 pages from him, but like a ton of them. And he's storing them in Mar-a-Lago. And he's probably selling them off to get access to it. Anyways, my thingy is bent. What the fuck? How long was that? Anyways, including, I'm still trying to. It's all crazy like that. Anyways, the midterm elections are coming up, and things are gonna be ratcheting up because he's the most unpopular president on stuff that he ran on to get elected. So even MAGA people are going, what have we done? What hath God wrought? And the midterm elections are not looking good. They're trying to gerrymander stuff, and it's backfiring. The Democrats are getting more seats out of all that gerrymandering back and forth. Which a ton of gerrymandering just to get elected is not what that was for in the first place. It's like loophole city. They jumped on it. The Democrats jumped on it too. And it's like they're losing that. So it might be the Democrats take the House and the Senate in the upcoming midterm elections. And that will mean Trump will probably be impeached for the third time. And it might probably work. The trial would go through. He'll get ousted from office, and then he'll be susceptible to criminal trials, all these criminal things. He'll spend the rest of his life in. They'll probably put a house arrest at Mar-a-Lago because he's so old. Anyways, it's crazy Saturday, but have a relaxing Saturday. That's it. Now you were inoculated from. Have a great day. It should be a sunny day. Aloha to you. Aloha.
I think it's working out. We're short now. Try to